So, I live in Australia, and when I watch TV from time to time, yes, I do watch commercialised TV still from time to time. There's this funeral ad, and I really love it. It's this scene where this couple is getting up every morning, and they're always rushing around, getting things done. There's one part in this commercial where they're rushing around, getting everything done. The wife's bangle or something, a bit of a jewelry gets caught on the husband's shirt. And as she's trying to pull it away, they look at each other and then they start smiling, laughing. Then they give each other a hug. It's also accompanied with this emotional music. And to be honest, there are times when it can almost bring a tear to my eye because it's so beautiful. What they are reminding you of in this commercial, which is to appreciate the people in our lives, to realize they won't be around one day. And whether you're into spirituality or not, you've probably heard this saying, it's always the present moment. It's always now. Everything is happening in the present moment. In the present moment, this person is in your life. One day, in the present moment, which is going to feel as real as this moment, they're not going to be around anymore, are they? And to be honest, I have this idea in my mind several times when I say goodbye to someone. When I visit my dad or my mum and we wave and say goodbye, I sometimes think to myself, one day it'll literally be the last goodbye or the last text message. You might be saying, yeah, that's common sense, but how often do we think of this, really? How often do we contemplate death of ourselves or our loved ones? We go through life on autopilot. We get into all these little petty arguments. And this argument thing, it's so ridiculous when you look back at it. How many little arguments have you had with loved ones over nonsense? And you've got to apologize. Or, and I don't wish this on you, imagine having a big fight with a loved one and then something happens to them. And your last memory of them was arguing. It's so not worth it. That's why I've made videos on overcoming arguments in a way that's not destructive. Realizing you're supposed to love this person, not battle with them. So why are you getting into all these conflicts? It's so bad in the long run. And here's the sad thing. I'm going to mention a scenario, and I'm going to keep it vague because it's based on a true life story. There are some people in this person's life I'm mentioning, they've wanted to make up with family members. But this family member of theirs has held a grudge for so many years. And to be honest, this family member that holds a grudge probably doesn't even remember why the grudge started. I think this person I'm referring to actually confronted the person. Why are you upset with me, they said. What's the problem? This person was telling me the story. And to be honest, they said that the person that held the grudge, they're not giving a clear answer. It's almost like they're so used to hating the person I'm talking about that they've forgotten the reason. And it makes me think, you can get so much into the routine of disliking someone, you forget why. You just know, I just don't like them. And here's a funny experiment. Imagine if they had kids and trained their children not to like this person too. Now the kids don't even know why. They're just taught, it's tradition, family tradition, let's not like this person. You ask the kids why, they go, we don't know why. We just are told not to like this person. See what I'm saying? See how ridiculous. If the person that originally held the grudge forgets why they hated the person, good luck for the kids finding out in this example. But the whole point of this video is they're going to be gone eventually. Everyone we love, everyone we hate, they're all going to be gone. It's almost like they were just a thought in our head, like they didn't exist. The only reason I'm mentioning this is, what are we doing? Why are we taking this creation so seriously? This is why I slowly got into spirituality. I realized I cannot find happiness, lasting happiness in this world. I need an insurance policy for life when things fall apart. I'm still middle-aged and I've seen and heard a lot of terrible things and things have gone wrong. But I'm also preparing for older age. The body is going to slowly break down. People are going to leave us. We can't bury our head in the sand. This is why I said I'm putting all my happiness in the transcendent, not in this reality. I perform actions. I try to make those around me comfortable, happy. But my attention isn't in this world. It's in the transcendent. It's in God, it's in spirituality, whatever you want to call it. Because this reality is slipping through our fingers. Everything we hold dear, slipping through our fingers. Our loved ones are going to go. So you need to mentally prepare for the inevitable, don't you? And while they're here, I try to remind myself, one day this is going to be the last time I say goodbye to these people. You know, you go, see you next week. One day there won't be a next week. So why not try to make every interaction with that person come from a place of love, understanding, acceptance, compassion, empathy. You want to leave good memories in their mind and in your mind of that person. That's all I'm saying. And here's a great quote I love from Stoicism, actually two quotes. The first one is memento mori. That translates into remember death. Keep death on your mind for this reason. The second one is picture yourself as already dead. Now take what is left of this life and live it properly. One day it is certain, isn't it? We're not going to be here anymore. And if everything's happening in the present moment you're alive. In the present moment you no longer exist. So picture yourself as already gone, done and dusted. Now take what's left of this life and live it properly. Live it through the lens of understanding, compassion, empathy. If you can't help others, don't make their life worse. And don't get caught up in all these petty arguments. And like I said at the beginning of this video, some of these arguments, people get so used to hating someone else, they forgot even why. It is so stupid. I'm sorry. It is ridiculous. And I'm telling that to you guys because I'm telling it to myself too. I don't want to go around causing conflict, arguing over petty bullshit. The graveyard is full of these type of people, isn't it? And that's where we're going to end up. The graveyard is full of people that held grudges, that couldn't make time for others, that were too busy, that were too important. Where are they now? Where we're all going to end up. You're not special. You're not important. You think without you around, life is going to stop? Life keeps continuing. We think of ourselves as so important, but we're not. We're nothing in the whole scheme of things. Well, ultimately, if you're in the teachings of non-duality, your essence is stunning. Your true self is stunning, but this apparent person comes and goes like a wave, like a lightning strike. But your true self is a lot greater than you could ever imagine. But that's another video, isn't it? This isn't a video about spirituality first and foremost. But yeah, I just thought I'd leave you with that idea in your head, guys. I hope it helps, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.